to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Daniels in at the two-guard position. And for Miami, they've got Jimmy Butler. Dragic is out there with Victor Oladipo. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Leonard in at the four-man position. 4 on the clock. Millsap kicks to Murray. Misses the three.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
The starting gate, opening night in the NBA. Brent, what are you most looking forward to?
I just like to see who it is that, in terms of their competitive spirit right now, is coming out of training camp hungry. Let's see in the next couple weeks which team jumps out and which coaching staffs have done a great job preparing their team coming out of camp. Now, we know that teams can fall off, Kevin. That talent will catch up. Other veteran teams may get themselves back into a rhythm. But coming out of training camp, how much more together are teams, and teams that have made changes, what are they playing like?
Yeah, what's their chemistry like? Exactly.
Let's find out how they're going to play this year.
Well, it was the Nuggets. Their last game, a loss to Dallas. First quarter, just over a minute played. The 15-footer. Again, the miss by Murray.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Dragic, the pass to Oladipo. He dishes it to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. And that's going to be a travel. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The pass to Jokic. Millsap left side. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Daniels, no good.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
And Dragic gets it to go on the assist by Oladipo.
Well, the ball was not in Goran Dragic's hands very long. Just a great job by him firing it up immediately without hesitation.
Here is Daniels. To the inside. Millsap. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Shooting 2. And he makes the first. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
Now here's Dragic. 11 points last game.
Get through.
Oladipo against Murray. And stolen by Murray. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Porter's running. Three-pointer. Daniels hits the three-point bomb.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Dragic dishes to Oladipo. Outside Butler. Over Murray. That one a little long. The Nuggets leading by 3. It's stolen by Oladipo. Passes it to Butler. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. In transition, here comes Miami. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
On defense, Denver. Here's Butler.
Hustle play from Millsap as the shot was going up, not making that one easy.
Good work defensively by Millsap. Another shot. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. So Oladipo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. They trail by 3. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. There's Dragic with the 3. Porter pulls it in. Denver leading by 3. No good. Some solid defense from Butler. Here's Oladipo. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
I love the burst of speed turbo button there from Oladipo. He can blow right past you.
Denver's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. And Greg, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. 5th, Jimmy Butler.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
Jokic. Rebound by the Heat.
Well, defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Dragic kicks to Oladipo. Over Daniels. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
Shot selection paying off there. Patience by Oladipo, and then knocks it down from the perimeter.
It's stolen by Dragic. Here's Butler, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And you look at Jimmy Butler. Goes about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
He kicks to Butler. Dishes it to Oladipo. Down low. And Dragic gets it to go on the assist by Oladipo. Dragic has got 6 points. Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
Looking at Denver, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Mavericks in Dallas. Jokic against Adebayo. Now, here's Jokic. He's guarded closely. Jokic draws the double. Shot clock at 5. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. 6 points for Paul Millsap.
Super job by Millsap to release the shot as soon as he gets the ball there. No time for the D to catch up.
Butler. Porter with a block.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And once Porter has some momentum behind him, boy, he just rides it to the basket. An exceptional dunker of the ball.
Now, here's Adebayo. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
Well, what helps that out a lot is he got to the free throw line, which was a real game changer. It slowed down the opposition's momentum and made them play to his team style. Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Daniels kicks to Murray. Millsap's against Adebayo. Outside, Porter. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Nikola Jokic. Last season, he played outstanding. 9th in assists, and he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists, just does a great job of getting everyone involved. To the middle, here's Oladipo, and that one, good. Oladipo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Oladipo so strong and scoring, even with the D kind of knocking him around a bit on that play.
Leonard against Millsap. Kicks to Murray. Back to Millsap. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Millsap's got 8 points. Miami trailing. Pass to Butler. And that one is good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now the pass to Jokic. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard. And just a solid way to start the game. 4 or 5.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Murray outside. Denver the rebound. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Oladipo. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Millsap's got 4 rebounds in this game. Passes to Jokic. And Daniels now top of the key. Just 5 on the clock. Millsap trying to get open. The shot misses. And Miami the other way now. Inside. Here's Oladipo. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And now it's a 6-point Heat lead. Pass to Jokic. To stop the run. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Goran Dragic.
At 6'10", 250 pounds. That's a big man out there, and he uses his size to draw the contact there. Nice job by Jokic.
Denver making a switch here. Barton is checked in. Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's coming off a 16-point game against Charlotte. Barton right side. And yes, it's good.
And that's the explosive speed once again from Barton. Blew past the D on the drive to the rim.
Outside Butler. Back to Dragic. And Porter comes to help. Got a piece of it. Outside Leonard. It's Oladipo on the wing. Over Murray. That one wide left. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 3-point game. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Leonard. To the inside. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
Now here's Barton. He's coming off a 13-point game against Dallas.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
Here is Porter, trailing by 5.
Keep that board, Bam.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Dragic. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 4 assists now tonight.
Oh, great ball movement there.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's deflected.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Who's got Murray?
Murray surveying the D to the middle. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, it didn't take too long for Jokic to blossom into one of the better young players in the league. Much quicker than most folks, I think, give him credit for.
One second left, and Adebayo throws it down.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is...
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Heat out front as they end the first quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. The trade deadline is approaching, and Jimmy Butler talked about how it feels.
Feelings are different for everybody, to tell you the truth.
Staying level-headed and ready for whatever's next. That's Jimmy's mindset, Greg, in a nutshell.
And it's fair to say that the level of professionalism and maturity he possesses is really impressive.
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
So on the floor for Denver, Bill Barton is out there with Murray. Then there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Gordon in at the 3.
And that's where Murray's speed shines through. He gives the D no time to react off that pass.
Nunn passes to Butler. Five on the clock. Adebayo kicks to Robinson. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
The Heat leading by 7. Butler feeling out of it. The 3 from Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Well, Leonard's been working on this, turning himself into a stretch 5.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. The Nuggets trail by 7.
Well, Coach Mike Malone has grown up with this young Nuggets team. He says that he believes in the youth of this team.
Well, the future is so bright for the Denver Nuggets, and really where you have to give Mike Malone a ton of credit is when they made the decision between their 2 bigs, Jokic and Nurkic, sticking with Jokic and then changing their entire offensive style to play from a point center position. It has paid huge dividends.
Outside Robinson. There's the 3. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Murray with it. Robinson picks him up. Back to Murray. Banked in off the glass. Now just a 5-point Heat lead.
A good decision-making with the ball in his hands for Paul Millsap. That's a terrific feat.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. None. McGee with the block. Lob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
None passes to Robinson. Butler against Millsap. Butler, no good. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Robinson against Murray. Outside Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Martin from outside. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Robinson with it. 23 points for him the last game against Charlotte.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. Couple blocks in that game as well.
Pass to Nunn. Over Murray. Miami no good on that time either. The Nuggets trail by 3. Down low. And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Barton. That's 10 points for Millsap.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Outside Butler. There's the pass to Nunn. Over Millsap. Here's Leonard. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on JaVale McGee.
Feel like when Myers Leonard plays significant minutes, he can get himself into the rhythm of the game. That's when a lot of his better offensive rebounding games come.
Jones checked in for the Heat. Each team has a catalyst, Brent. Some guys are ball dominant. Others play within the flow of the offense. Is there one approach better than the other?
Obviously, great coaches, Kevin, are going to find what it is that their best player does well. And as many times as I could get my best player into that situation, that's what I'm going to do. So if it's Harden in isolation, James Harden's going to be in isolation. If it's Steph Curry setting off-ball screens and relocating for threes, well, I'm going to do that too. So it all comes down to a fit with the player, his skill set, and how the coach wants to use that best.
Here's Nunn. Martin defending and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Nuggets. On Friday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Left side, Jones. Pass to Nunn. Outside, Leonard. To the right side. Outside, Jones. Here's Robinson. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Barton outside. Back to Gordon. Almost, but it rolls out. The Heat with the lead. Jones up top, defended by Gordon. Nunn. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Barton outside. Count the basket. Barton's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Nunn. Barton defending. Back to Robinson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Paul Millsap picks one up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim. And one issue for the Heat for years now, inefficient shooting.
Well, young players are learning how to defend, so you need to do that first. But if you can't go down on the offensive end and you can't find ways to dig out of holes by shooting the basketball, you get down 10 or 12 points. Defense sometimes isn't enough. They've been the bottom third in points scored for quite a while.
Robinson goes in, and he comes up with the deuce. Robinson's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Nuggets trail by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Daniels dishes to Barton. And it's Miami with the rebound. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Nunn. 6 to shoot. Shoots. McGee with the block. And he's able to get it back. Nunn, that's good.
And, Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Now, here's Jokic. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Let's us not forget about the work on the glass, Kevin. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Now, here is Robinson. He's covered by Daniels. Offensive rebound. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on JaVale McGee. For Miami, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. That free throw, no good. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
And the Heat making a change here. Oladipo's checked in. Good defense by Jokic.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
So for the Heat, their last game a loss to Charlotte. Here's Oladipo. Leonard trying to break free. Oladipo, good. Oladipo's got 10 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Morris outside. Pass to Jokic. Fader on the way. And it's Miami with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Jones looking for an opening. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points. Well, Bam at 6'10" might be a little bit undersized, but there's something in his activity on a nightly basis, Kevin, that feels like he plays bigger. Just a pogo stick, gets around, covers some ground laterally, and does a great job of both protecting the rim and finishing strong.
Here's Daniels, guarded by Oladipo. It's blocked. Here's Nunn. He's got 7. Oladipo, the pass to Nunn. The floater. No good that time. Barton with some nice D.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Scooped up. Jokic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, Jokic doing a better job there of using his body inside and getting the angle, then finds his way to the line.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
Goran Dragic is checked in for the Heat.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Morris kicks to Jokic.
Watch the screen.
Back to Morris. The 3. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Oladipo outside.
Come around.
Shoots from the elbow.
And a masterful defensive job by Barton as the...
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the 3rd quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Goran Dragic had a huge first quarter. He had 11 points, 2 steals, and 3 assists. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
Okay.
And that does it for our halftime.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Goran Dragic has been exceptional here, guys.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
They've got Adebayo. Oladipo is out there with Dragic. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Leonard in at the power forward. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. And while Murray is known, Brent, for his outside shooting, he's very strong with his in-between game as well.
Yeah, he's got a lot of options offensively and getting more and more in contact with Jokic on those high screen and rolls. Devastating, Kevin, when he gets to that left hand, gets around the free throw line and shoots that high floater. There are nights where he does tons of damage with that.
To the middle, here's Millsap. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 7 rebounds in the game.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And you remember in Orlando, Oladipo played a ton of point guard in the early part of his career, showing some nice vision there.
And there's the pass to Millsap.
I see him.
Murray outside. High post shot. Good on the jump shot. Murray's got 16 points.
Well, buttery right there. A knockdown shooter from that area. Murray taking advantage of that opportunity.
It's Oladipo on the wing. He's covered by Daniels. Dragic dishes to Butler. Again, the Heat, good for 2.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one right now. 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Dragic against Murray. Passes it to Jokic. Porter kicks to Murray. Outside Millsap. Back to Murray. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Pass to Oladipo.
Get there.
The 11-footer. Adebayo controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Heat lead by 15.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Here's Oladipo, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got his 5th assist in this one. The Nuggets trail by 17. And here is Murray. He's got 18. Over to the left wing. Here's Jokic, and he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 6.
Yeah, Jokic did a nice job positioning himself down in the paint. Usually he's at the top of the key, but this time knew where he wanted to get the ball. Shot it on the inside and scored.
And Adebayo throws it down.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, Brent, passing is just one of the many things that Jokic does well on the floor.
Well, it doesn't look pretty at times, and there's not a ton of athleticism, but the cerebral play of Jokic, and then for teams to try to prepare, Kevin, defensively for a team offensively that plays from a point center, that's a bit of a mind job night in and night out. Denver's done such a great job of accentuating the skill set of Nikola Jokic.
Leonard, the pass to Oladipo. And too long on the shot.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Denver passing it around. Daniels kicks to Jokic. And it's sent back by Leonard.
There's some good commitment from Myers Leonard on defense there. Gets his hands up and swats that one away.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there. Now, he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Outside, Dragic launches it.
Get it.
Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Daniels passes to Porter. The pass to Millsap. Jokic inside. Leonard's there, and that one good. That's 10 points for Jokic.
A little bit of hustle, a little bit of energy. Jokic right now pounding the offensive glass and not quitting on these possessions.
Here's Dragic. Unable to get that one. Good defense by Jokic. Passes it to Daniels. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Brent, with the corner 3 being such a popular shot, should we consider widening the court, making it all feel the same?
That's an interesting question, Kevin. There's been some talk around the idea of actually dissipating that three-point line into the sideline.
Yes.
And I really just wanted to say dissipating, by the way.
Well, and you said it well.
The other thing, Kevin, that has been considered, what if we went back to skinnying up the lane line, back to the original George Mikan days of the lane being 6 feet wide rather than what we see today at 12 feet? That would put a ton more value on post-up and two-point play, almost so much as the three-point shot and the two-point shot in the post equate to the same amount of points per possession.
Yeah.
That play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Murray against Jones. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class, but The more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
Jones, the pass to Leonard. Iguodala against Gordon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Aggressive Andre Iguodala play there. Love how he draws contact while shooting.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Well, all good things must come to an end. Iguodala was shipped out from the Warriors last year to clear room for D'Angelo Russell. Traded to the Grizzlies to make room for the Warriors in the Russell deal. Ultimately, I think we'll have a great legacy for his time with Golden State.
Daniels. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Daniels has got 6 points.
Well, Jokic with great anticipation there. One of his better qualities as a passing big.
Dragic, the pass to Butler. And he lobs it up. It's tipped. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Derek Jones gets talked about a lot in terms of his dunking prowess and the way that he can get up in the air and maybe make a poster and a memory in the flash of an eye. But beyond the dunks, he's done a good job of really improving his game since coming into the league in 2016.
Morris is checked in for Troy Daniels. Pass to Murray. The tray. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. He gets that one. And 12 points for Jokic. Hey, Brent, for Derek Jones, he saw the floor a good amount in his first full season with the Miami Heat.
Derek Jones is somebody that the Miami Heat continue to explore, and I guess if you're within that organization in Miami for a number of seasons, they like something about your competitive spirit, and that's where Derek Jones has probably found a home here in Miami.
Pass to Jokic. Out to Morris. 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. He's off on that one. And the Heat going the other way now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Porter, no luck.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
There's the pass to Morris. Right side, Gordon. Here's Jokic, and the layup's good off the glass. Jokic has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
And Miami making a change here. Nunn's checked in. Denver also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Michael Porter. And Barton subbed in for Murray. Gordon against Butler. Leonard on the wing. Unloads. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Gordon dishes to Barton.
Get there, get there.
Back to Gordon.
No.
He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Here's none. 7 points in the game. They need this one. Got a piece of it.
All about timing. Will Barton, great job of seeking that one out and throwing it away.
Makes it off the glass. Barton's got 8 points.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players, Kevin, playing today can do.
Here's none. Barton defending. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Will Barton. The Heat have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for Derek Jones. Morris looking over the floor. Excellent D here by Iguodala. The Heat leading by 9. Outside Butler. Passes to Leonard. Over Morris. Miami no good on that time either. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. The dish to McGee. Barton outside. 54 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's McGee with the jam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys in the bench. They are pumped up. Here's none. Buries it down low. He's got 11.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Pass to Gordon. 27 seconds left in the third. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Adebayo. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. Robinson's checked in for Bam Adebayo.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
Butler against Gordon. Now here's Butler. T right on him. Fires the 3. Misses there.
Jokic showing off the defensive work there. Outstanding at staying in the face.
And so it's the Miami Heat heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. Back right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. We've got Will Barton. Vonleh's out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Gordon in at the 3 spot. Here's none. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Barton outside. Miami grabs the miss. Leonard's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And finished off by Oladipo.
Nice to make that thing look so easy for Victor O.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Barton passes to Gordon. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Rebound by the Heat. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Robinson, and it's good, 2 points. And now it's a 10-point Heat lead, For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's McGee. Great D that time from Leonard.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
The shot's good from McGee.
Well, Will Barton, always going full speed, that time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
Here's Nunn. He dishes it to Robinson. He kicks to Oladipo. Here's Nunn. Barton defending. Just 5 on the clock. Robinson for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Robinson's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Now Barton. Kicks it to Vonleh. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Developing quality moves inside. Vonleh has the length and power to do more of that.
To the left wing. Here's Nunn. Barton defending. Outside Robinson. From deep. No good that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Hey, yo, right here.
Stolen by Robinson. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Butler with the ball. Second shot opportunity. Here's Nunn. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And you can see that Butler is the total package. Solid at recognizing when one of his guys is open.
Denver calls timeout.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Jones checked in for the Heat. And then for Denver, Paul Millsap's checked in for JaVale McGee. Troy Daniels comes in for Morris. And Murray's subbed in for Gordon. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. To be honest, he was fired up. He asked his team, how badly do you want this? Because those guys over there, they're going to give it everything they've got, which means we have to do the same. Let's see if they can match them emotion for emotion. Kevin?
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
They get a hand on it. And now Oladipo pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Yeah, Oladipo pounced on the steal. Quick instincts on the defensive end.
Daniels with it.
I got yours. I got yours.
Pass to Millsap. Daniels passes to Millsap. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's Daniels. That's good on the assist by Paul Millsap. Millsap's got 4 assists now tonight. Here's Nunn. He's covered by Murray. Butler kicks to Oladipo. Vonleh with the rebound.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Butler passes to Nunn. The kick out to Oladipo. Here's the floater. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
One of those guys who you say 6'4", but plays bigger, Oladipo with the strength to finish through the contact.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for Denver. The free throw drops for Oladipo.
And one difference this have is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
The pass to Daniels. Here's Vonleh, guarded by Oladipo. Butler against Porter. Passes it to Murray. Three-pointer. But they get it back. Miami leading by 19 points. Pass to Nunn. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Well, as soon as the shot was released, Millsap gets off the floor quickly and blocks it.
Daniels dishes to Vonleh. Daniels passes to Vonleh. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. And that's now 7 points for Noah Vonleh.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Nunn passes to Oladipo. Butler against Porter. That's tipped.
Well, you notice the length there from Vonleh, allowing him to get that shot block.
And Daniels up top, guarded by Oladipo. Daniels passes to Vonleh. Miami grabs the miss. Butler's got 11 rebounds in the game. The wide open look here for Oladipo. Great positioning on the putback. And the Heat lead by 19.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Pass to Murray. Now Vonleh. He kicks it to Daniels. That's tipped. It's stolen by Oladipo.
Watch me.
And there's the pass to Nunn. Pass to Butler. Yep, that one goes in there. Butler's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Butler's just so skilled at finding ways to score inside. He utilizes his height and strength well and varies that release point.
Here's Murray. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And bird rights an important element in structuring the salary cap. Can you tell the viewers exactly what that means?
What it means, Kevin, is you have the ability to go into the above the tax to sign your own player, and so it doesn't cost you in terms of tax dollars. So if player finishes his season, you have bird rights on that player. You can negotiate a number that's not going to impact your bottom line and cut into your salary cap. So very important when teams are maneuvering around and trying to get players on their roster for a season or two, that after that second season or third season over, that the bird rights still remain for them to extend him even further to keep him around the culture.
Jokic, he's checked in for Denver. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Nunn passes to Oladipo. Dishes to Butler. No one near him. Rebound by Murray. The Nuggets trail by 19. And a wide open look for Porter. And again, Denver no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Yes, that goes in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now here's Murray. Tight defense on him. Pass to Millsap. Over Leonard. Millsap misses. So Oladipo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game.
Yeah, it's that guy again, Victor Oladipo, just getting it done. Looks like he's going to have a huge night.
Denver's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And the contract structure for NBA first-rounders, 2 years guaranteed, 2 years of team options. The qualifying offer. Brent, should we consider changing that up?
I think it's working pretty well, Kevin. I think every front office is out there trying to find players out there that are giving you value beyond your contract, and that happens a lot when you're a team that has a first-round pick, 1 through 10, 1 through 20, and you hit on a draft choice, you potentially could get 3 years and sometimes 4 when you have incredible players coming into the league as their first year, changing franchises around. But a player that's providing way more value than the contract that they're getting at that time. So I don't see that changing much. It gives teams a long enough time to evaluate the talent coming in.
Seems to be working.
It does. And the players that prove it are looking at the calendar saying, could I fast forward 3 years? Because I really like to cash in on what I'm doing for you.
Outside Butler. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Here's Butler. Pass to Nunn. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Butler. Leonard kicks to Oladipo. From deep three-point range.
An active player who just takes pride in his defense. Porter is solid at contesting shots with that reach.
Nunn passes to Oladipo. They shoot again, and he gets the bucket. Oladipo's got 11 points in the quarter.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And there's the feed to Millsap. Jones against Porter. That's good, and it's Millsap with the assists. Millsap's got 5 assists in the game. The Heat leading by 21. Here's Nunn. Now the dish to Oladipo. Butler against Porter. Butler passes to Nunn. Porter with a block, and they get it back. Here's Butler. Nikola Jokic craps the miss. Jokic is...
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Heat.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Victor Oladipo.
Just active on defense, little things like clawing and scrapping and tipping passes and contesting shots. Came up with a lot of steals.
Free throw, good Butler.
And just no question that Butler is a bona fide star. I mean, a tough, rugged defender who's also a juggernaut on offense.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. That one is no good. Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be. And one of the more transcendent athletes in the game, Aaron Gordon, still has some untapped potential. He could make a big leap.
2 shots.
The first one falls. The Heat making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Gordon hits both of them. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Hero. Silva, the pass to Jones. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Clock at 6. Second chance shot. And they pick up 2.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Morris outside. From deep. Can't connect.
Good job by Hill, just getting a hand up on defense, that can be just enough to throw off a shooter.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. It was a tale of... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.
Nagturian Jaguar. Pasukan. Ano ito pa rin? Ang ganda. Ay. Gusto ko to sa mga live action. Okay. Sa mga live action yan, malakas manira ng ano yan. Kahit dito pang manira ng building yan. Baka nga panginayang. Ito, sabi anime lang. Walang okay yung ano niya. Basta okay, pero customize, mga ganun. Nakakatawa yung mga ganun. Mas okay lang. Nice. Panoorin ito. Dota na parang nanonood naman. Hindi ako natanood. Ayun lang. Para pagbabago sa buhay. Hindi ka na kahit-kahit. Yeah. Pura lang. Yay! Number 2. Season din ako eh. Season din ako eh. Barista? Terus.
Welcome to a special edition of 2K TV.
The wait, we are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
The NBA
Our Our cameras caught the Clippers arriving at their building and coming through the tunnel with a lot of style and confidence. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Jeremy Grant is...